All right. Hello. Welcome. My name is LaTisha Styles, founder of You've Got Clients, where we help coaches fill their coaching programs with high quality clients. And today I wanted to have a discussion, talk a little bit more about what has to happen in order for you to raise your rates. I've been talking about this a lot lately, and mostly it's in the context of going to a premium five-figure offer. I use the word five-figure instead of a number. Sometimes I say like 10K offer, but it could be more than that. I will say like the first stepping stone that I got to was charging $10,000 for my coaching offer. And when I decided to change my rates and upgrade, there were a couple things that I had to do. The first is I had to work on my messaging and like my marketing and make sure I was attracting the right client. And then the second thing was I had to work on my mindset to make sure that I didn't back down on that. So that's part of what I want to discuss today. So do me a favor, if you're here live, type a hello, a hashtag live in the chat, and also give me an idea of what you want your pricing to be. You probably already have, like you already know your current rate. Ideally, you already have a high ticket offer. You're charging, maybe 1,500, 3,000 or 5,000. That's usually the entry point where people believe that they're high ticket if they charge around 5,000. And so what I want for you today is I want first for you to say, yes, this is what I want. This is what I desire, and answer the call that you've already been feeling. And it's not that I'm telling you that, this is what you need. It's that you kind of already know, like you're already in that process of thinking, I don't think I'm charging enough, or you're starting to feel burnt out. So here's how you know, let's just go there first. Here's how you know if you're ready to charge 10K plus. Number one, you feel really drained. So maybe you've been doing this for a while and you just feel like you're like energetically, you're not really getting back what you're putting out there. You might feel like you're exhausted, like you're sort of running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You feel like you're like the energy balance is off. And especially if you're an empath like me, I'm an empath, you can sense when you are putting out more than what you are receiving. And money is simply a way for you to recoup that energy. Money stands for MONEY, which is my own natural energy yield, MONEY. And so if you're like putting a lot of energy out there, but you don't feel like you're getting it back, you probably are starting to feel a little bit drained. So if this resonates with you, definitely say yes in the comments, let me know. But this is essentially what I was feeling. And the reason I was feeling that way is because I started looking at the results that I was helping my clients achieve. And at that point in time, I was only charging $4,500 for the offer that I had. And then I actually had a client who went on to she spent like $10,000 on ads and she generated $100,000. But I had only charged $4,500 for my offer. And I remember thinking, this is not fair. Something's not right? Something had to change. So that was when I decided to step up and I decided to increase my rates. Now, here's what happened when I created my first five-figure offer. Number one, I didn't really change what was included in the offer. I simply changed the price. And what I feel like a lot of times people get hung up on when they want to increase their rates is that they feel like they have to add like all this extra stuff into it. And the truth is there's only those two things that you need. You need your messaging to attract the right type of client, and you need your mindset to back up that rate. So if you're feeling like that energy balance is off, that's the first sign that you need to raise your rates. And then the second sign that you need to raise your rates is that you've been feeling or sensing that it's time to level up. It's time to upgrade. It's time to go to the next level. It's time to do more. Like the reason that I say this is that, I had got to a point myself where I just really felt like I had paid my dues, essentially. Like I had done everything that I was supposed to do, where, the levels that I was supposed to do it. I had helped the number of clients that I was supposed to help. I had, I did it all. Like I did a lot of free live streams. I did all this free content. I did, lower ticket stuff. And I just really felt like I'm over it. I'm over it and I'm ready to go to the next level. And not only that, but I'm ready to play at a different level and be in a different vibration. So if you're feeling that, if you're feeling that sense, then it's probably time for you to raise your rates. So once again, if you're charging around like $3,000, $5,000 for your coaching package, you probably have a coaching package in you that's worth at least $25,000. And if you need some help with that, or you're not quite sure, what you would price it at, or if the offer is even valid, or if there's even people out there that would buy it, then reach out, please. I'll leave the link here where you can book a call with my team. And what we'll do is we'll have a conversation about your current offer, your niche. Can you even charge 5 figures for your coaching offer? And also we'll take a look at your positioning to see, your messaging, like what we need to change in order for you to speak to that ideal client. So 2 things that you need, and I'll try to make this short. 2 things that you need is you need to update your messaging and your marketing. Your current messaging is what is attracting the clients that you have. So if you feel like the clients that you're bringing in right now might not be ready to invest 5 figures in a coaching offer, it's likely that your messaging has been attracting the clients who are not quite ready, or you just haven't put it out there and said, this is what I charge. So if your messaging is tending to attract people who maybe are not quite ready, or it's like pulling teeth just to get them to, invest 5,000, then it's time to update your messaging. And your messaging really needs to speak to the highest value, the highest sense of that person. So whenever I look at, if things are not quite right, if they feel off, or if I feel like I'm not speaking to the person who's ready and who is, the exact person that I want, that means that I'm not speaking to their higher self, right? I need to be able to speak directly to the person who's like, I know this is what I want. This is what I want to do. I'm determined. I'm going to, make it no matter what. I'm going to succeed no matter what. Like, think about yourself. If you're a high achiever and you're the person who knows that you're going to be successful no matter what, you know that you don't need somebody to drag you along. Like, that you know this about yourself. You're probably type A personality. Like, you're very meticulous, and you're probably the type of person who doesn't need somebody to force you, drag you, or pull you. So that means that if your marketing is speaking to people that need to be forced, dragged, or pulled, then there's a disconnect. So it's already not congruent, which is probably why, there's a struggle there to try to, get clients even booked in at that lower level. So it's time for up level. So once you figure out your messaging, and, I can't get any more specific than that, because I would have to have examples. Or so if you would like some help with that, just hop on a call. We can discuss that. But there's a specific content that will convert your highest value avatar. And once you have your messaging right, it'll be that much easier to speak to that person. So then the second thing that you need is you have to have a focus on your mindset. And the reason I say this is I was speaking with a client the other day, and she mentioned that she had raised her rate to $12,000. But then when she got on the phone with the potential client, she told them it was $6,000. And I was thinking like, well, why did you do that? And, we had a little conversation about it, but, really what it came down to is there was just a simple fear of, I think the person is going to say no, or there's a simple fear of, I'm not sure if I can deliver at that level, or there's a simple fear of, oh my gosh, they're going to discover that I'm actually an imposter, that I shouldn't be here. Or it basically comes down to fear, right? So if those are fears that you have, or you're feeling a struggle with that, just recognize that whether you say 12,000 or 6,000, there's still only 2 answers, yes or no. That's it. And so the only thing that you're doing is you're pushing off your success, like your potential success, what you know is right for you, you're pushing it off. I could go into all the potential things that need to happen with mindset. Like, there's all sorts of money stories that might be there. There's, certain situations and other areas of your life, believe it or not, if there's other areas of your life that are not quite right, that could affect your money and your money story. So This is like kind of the stuff that I talk about with my high level clients and part of my mastermind clients when we're really diving into how do we create a holistic life, not just how do we improve in business and, get high quality clients, but how do we actually have a life that we're excited to live, right? I talk about, is my mug on my desk, this create your own version of a lavish life. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the goal. This is the goal. The goal is to create your own version of a lavish life. And that means more than just business. It means more than just booking high ticket clients. It means being happy with yourself in all areas. And sometimes that means you got to raise your rates so that you can push yourself a little bit, so that you can go to the next level, so that you can serve not only yourself, but also your clients with whom you can have the biggest impact. So I hope this was helpful. Once again, if you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. I'll leave a link where you can book a call if you'd like some help with this. We absolutely can help you and take a look at your offer. We can take a look at your niche, your positioning, make sure you're priced right, and really, just give you the support that you need so that you'll know where to go next. So you'll know what your next steps are and really help you get clarity into, okay, this is what I need to do next. That's the main goal. So click the link. It'll be below around this video. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any other questions, feel free to send me a DM. I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.